Hey guys, welcome to another Merely on Time watch reviews. First off, I have to begin today's video by saying a huge thank you to all of you. Recently, Merely on Time just surpassed 3,000 subscribers. It's absolutely awesome, and so thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take a moment to do so right now. To those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. This has really been a fun journey, and I continue to have fun doing these videos, and as long as I continue to have fun, I'll continue to do them. And so I just want to say a huge thank you. Stay tuned. In the next week or so, I'm going to be dropping a special 3K giveaway where you're going to get a choice of a bunch of really great watches. And you can pick one and I'll send it to you. And so stay tuned for that. I'm just putting some of that together right now. And I just want to say thank you off the top for subscribing. Today, we're talking about my favorite brand, Timex. Did you know that Timex has released a Swiss automatic luxury timepiece? Giorgio Galli, I probably pronounced that wrong, might have even got the last name wrong, but Giorgio Galli has just designed a Swiss automatic timepiece for Timex with the Selita SW 200 movement in it. It looks absolutely amazing. My pal, Norman at Killing Time with Norman, will absolutely love this watch. It has a minimalist design. It has what appears to be some really, really nice finishing on the case with some really, really fine brushing, maybe some chamfer polishing on it. And so I'm going to show you this timepiece. I don't have it, but I just want to take you to the website. But I want to take an opportunity to show you my Timex collection. I do have a few of them, and I love my Timex watches. One of the watches that I'm going to show you is a watch that I've had for over 20 years. The battery just died on it. I think this will be the fourth battery that I put on it, but I haven't worn this watch for a while. It's got some really obvious wear. It was my everyday wear for a number of years. I got it for Christmas from my wife. When I was a teenager, I wore Timex Ironman. That's all I wore. And I just love me a good Timex. And so let's jump into this video. I'm going to show you my Timex collection, and then I want to show you what Timex has just released, the new Giorgio Galli Swiss automatic luxury timepiece. I haven't seen too much of conversation about this on YouTube. I'm sure some people are going to get the watch to review it. We're just going to look at it from the website, and I just want to give you my thoughts on it. So let's get going. Okay, so here are my Timex watches, guys, and I have 7 of them. I love every single one of them. I did have 8, but I sold one. My Timex Pac-Man Weekender, very cool watch. Really practically brand new. I wore it a few times, definitely cool, but I ended up deciding to sell that one. If you're looking for a good watch, guys, I am now selling some overstock of my own collection. You can check them out at merlyontime.com. I also have an eBay store. Links will be in the description below. Honestly, I'm only going to be selling from my website after this batch from eBay is sold, because eBay costs way too much. It was nicknamed Feebay. But at any rate, check them out if you want in the description below, merlyontime.com. Go check it out. All right, this is the watch that I wore for years, and this is my Timex Expedition, and it is an Annie Digi. As you can see, the battery is dead, so I can't really show you much about it, but you can use this as a dual time watch if you want it to. Set the digital to a certain time, set the analog to the time that you want, and use it as a dual time keeper. And I can't remember if it had an actual second time zone on the digital, so it's possible to track 3 time zones with this watch. I believe, I think it had a second time on the digital as well, so 2 digital, 1 analog for 3. You can see that this is quite worn. Just check out the low lead brass. This is what Low lead brass will do. If you purchase a Timex watch that isn't all stainless steel, after 10 years of wearing it, this is what it will do. You can see the stainless steel case back unaffected, the Expedition, the big E on there. But yeah, just look at the wear on that. But I wore this for years, guys, before I started wearing an Apple Watch. I wore an Apple Watch for a few years, and then I started getting into watches again. But this one will forever be in my collection, a Christmas gift from my wife. Really cool Timex Expedition. I plan on getting the battery replaced. I'll still wear this as a beater. 50 meters water resistance. It probably doesn't have any water resistance anymore. This is my Timex Ironman. Boy, you just can't beat a good Timex Ironman. And this one is a real beauty. I did a video on this one. Absolutely love Timex Ironman watches. I wore them for years. All I had in junior high and high school was a Timex Ironman. And they still make them. I still love them. They're still fantastic watches. And so that's that. I've got two Expedition Scouts. Oh, sorry about the focus there. Two Expedition Scouts. I think these are absolutely fantastic watches, value for dollar. And so this is my Expedition Scout. This is the charcoal version. And there it is there. Really nice aesthetic to this. It looks like a Hamilton khaki, and for hundreds less, you can pick up this one all day, every day on probably Amazon for around, between $60 and $75 for this particular one. This one I absolutely adore. I love the white dial and the pop of orange. This is the Expedition North Sierra, so one of the newer ones. Both of them are sporting a low lead brass case with a bit of a bead blasted finish on it. These cases are going to wear, as you saw in my Timex Expedition here. They are going to wear, but it takes a heck of a long time for them to wear like that. And as an everyday wear for over 10 years, it took that long for that to get worn. But this one, I entered into the under $100 challenge that Troy over at the Bald Watch Collector put on. And I didn't win, but it was a really good excuse to get another banging Timex watch. This is actually one of my favorite watches in the collection. It's cheap. I just spent over 100 Canadian for it. And it just looks bloody fantastic. And yeah, absolutely love this one. This one is absolutely amazing. Now this is very, very similar to the Q Timex chronograph that was put out, but this is the Waterbury chronograph. And this it's all stainless steel, and the finishing on this is really next level as far as Timex is concerned. It is absolutely beautiful. Really nice satin brushed finish on the case. Nice chamfer polish on the ring of that bezel. And just have a look. It's a Mecha Quartz chronograph that they have in this one. And just the aesthetic. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a step up from a regular Timex Quartz chronograph. Now you are paying a little bit more. Trying to remember what I paid for this. I bought it directly from the Timex website. I believe it was 259, 260 Canadian dollars. The next watch that I have, another one of my absolute favorites, the Tide Temp Compass watch. And I did a review on this one where I explain how to use and how to set up all of the functions of this watch. But an incredible tool watch, bi-directional friction bezel that has a very accurate compass mode on it. You just push that and it will set. So the orange hand is now pointing to the north. So if you just turn the compass dial to the north, at the top is where you're facing now. You're facing south. Really cool watch. It measures temperature very accurately. Now, if you're wearing it on your wrist, it doesn't, because you're getting your body temperature from your wrist. But if you set this in a room for 15 to 20 minutes, It will read the temperature of the room. If you set it in water for 10 or 15 minutes, it will give you an accurate measurement of the water temperature. So a really cool tool watch that Timex has put out. This one I bought off of Amazon, and they have some really nice offerings on the Timex website with silicone bands, stainless steel, even a sapphire option. And this one I believe cost me about I want to say about $280 on Amazon. The sapphire crystal with stainless steel option on the Timex website will run you about $359, give or take a few dollars. That's Canadian also. Fantastic tool watch. And last but not least, this is my Timex Harbor side, and I just love the orange and black on this. Again, this isn't an expensive watch, just around 100 Canadian dollars. And so you're getting the low lead brass bead blasted finish on the case of this one. It does have Indiglow. The bezel on this is a 60 click unidirectional, and the action on it is really pretty decent. And it lines up nice. And so, yeah, this is, I just love the splash of color on this. The orange and the black is just amazing. So that is my Timex collection, guys. Would love to hear your thoughts on Timex as a brand. And we got to talk about this new Giorgio Galley. So let's go to the website now and take a look. They're really upping their game. In the last couple of years, they've been putting out some automatics that are really nice. Retro automatics from their like their Marlin lineup, kind of making their vintage pieces new again with some modern automatic movements. Most of them Miyota 8000 series, which is, a bit of a bummer for some, but this one, they are housing the SW 200-1 Selita movement in it. Looks really fantastic. Check it out. Let's look at it now. Let's go to the website. Okay, guys, so this is it. This is Timex upping their game and making a Swiss automatic luxury timepiece. Let's just call it that. You can see here the price is $975. Now that's US dollars. I did have this pulled up on the Canadian website over a week ago, and it's no longer listed on the Canadian website, so they may have sold out their stock for Canada or whatever. I'm not sure what's going on in that regard. But I do have a problem with the price point. I think for the first Swiss automatic watch that they have released in a long time, if ever, I don't know if Timex did Swiss automatics before, they're starting pretty high. Now, as a comparison, this is my C63 Sealander, which I bought for $1,200. And I dare say this is going to be a better, it's got the same movement, but the finishing on this is just superb. The finishing on this Timex looks good, but to start it at a price point higher than a known brand like Christopher Ward seems, well, and in comparison to other, watches from the Swatch Group, Swiss-made watches, the price point's a little high. Let me just say that. 38 millimeter, you can see a really minimalistic design. My buddy Norman's gonna love this thing. I mean, it's the right size for him, the right look for him. I actually dig this look as well. I love that chapter ring that they have there. Giorgio Galli S2 Automatic is laser etched onto that. So let's just scroll down. Let's take a look at the specifications. So issue 1 is the price. I believe it should be around 975 Canadian dollars. I figure that'd be about 749, something like that, US dollars. That'd be more reasonable, I think. So we have specifications here. There's a couple of things that bother me about the price point. Obviously, it's listed higher than a lot of more well-known brands. And it only comes with a resin band. I don't know if you can see that, if my likeness is blocking this or not, but just a resin band. It does have a nice deployant buckle for the clasp, but really at this price point, you should be getting a stainless steel bracelet, a really nice, finely brushed stainless steel bracelet, maybe with a mixture of polish, however you want to design it. But to give a resin band on a $1,400, that's Canadian dollars, watch is just a little bit, I don't think so. And the water resistance is only 50 meters as well. And so I think for the price, you can make it at least 100 meters so that it can be a go anywhere, do anything kind of a watch. That's just my thoughts on it, but it is a really nice looking piece. If it was just a tad bit cheaper, I'd be going for it. So you can see the band here just above me. Now the finishing on the case, I really like the mix of polish and brushing on the case. And by the way, my buddy Omar at Timeless Sneakers and Watches, he reviewed the S1 Giorgio Galley, which had a Miyota 8000 series automatic movement in it, I believe. And Omar did a fantastic job of that review. I'll try and link it up here, wherever it's going to be. Go check out his video. But this one looks very, very good. I mean, I'm just happy that Timex is putting out a beautiful Swiss automatic. And here it is. Let's just take a look at this little video as it goes by. And you can see it. It just really looks really nice. And I just wish the price was a little bit lower, Timex. Oh, a little bit lower. And I'd be saving up for this baby. And maybe I'll find it on eBay or something like that as time goes on. But this is a gorgeous looking watch. And the Selita SW 200 automatic Swiss movement in it. And so you can see it's got a custom rotor there, a bit of decoration on the rotor. They really are up in their game in regards to the quality and the finishing and everything else like that. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Is this thing at a starting price point of $975 US? Is that a good price point, or should it be a little bit low? I think it should be at least at a minimum $100 lower than that. But that's just me. And but I'm so happy about Timex upping their game like this. It's just absolutely awesome. And so it looks, just have a look at that. It looks absolutely fantastic. And there's the man, Giorgio Galli, who designed it. And so that's it, guys. That's my Timex collection. That's the new Timex Giorgio Galli S2 Automatic with a Swiss automatic, Swiss made. Absolutely fantastic. Glad they're upping their game. I think they price pointed it a little bit too high, given some of the things that it's coming with. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Love to hear what your feedback is. Let me know what you think of this watch. Let me know what you think of Timex. I love Timex. I love this Timex. And maybe one day I'll get one if the price is right. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please do so if you haven't yet. Like the video, comment below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next one.